Hello everybody, welcome to Simcade League and welcome to round 7 of our Gran Turismo series with our Group 4 and Group 3 categories. Starting tonight with the Gr4 Mégane Cup. You're going to get a point of view stream to start with from my perspective, racing in the Méganes against the guys, and then after that we will be switching over to the Group 3 cars and I will be giving you some live commentary on that race. But before we start, let's run you our Group 4 trailer and we'll get the guys in the lobby ready to set their quali times. Hello Liar, how are you my friend? Welcome in, welcome in. Are you racing tonight? I heard or saw rumours of you possibly racing. Is that true? Waiting on the guys to join the lobby. Looking like a good lobby size tonight. We do have a newcomer apparently as well. I think it must be Reg who's the newcomer. So the guys do have 15 minutes to qualify. Why can't I chat? Oh. I can chat. So we will get onto track. And see if we can set a lap. Let's see. Haven't done much practice on this track. It's a new track to me as well. So I'm not expecting much from tonight's race. I have been picking up a little bit of form in the Mégane Cup against the boys. Trying to get that pit lane. Oh, I got it. Let's try not to get it. You've really got to watch out for that pit lane exit. It's going to put me down on my first lap, isn't it? Might have to warn the guys about that, although I'm sure some of them will realise. Now this chicane is an interesting one. You can pretty much take it flat out if you get the entry angle correct on it. This seems to be the trickiest corner for me. Oh, we might get to serve this penalty on this lap. I didn't think we would. I've gone too hot there, haven't I? Learning as we go. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay and the game's okay. Ninja. Check Discord. I will check Discord. I forgot that we have qualifying now. Don't actually know how you apply it, I'm honest. Oh, up here. I believe this is correct. Got it, mate. Time limit 10 mins. I completely forgot that this has been added. Yes, sorry. I thought that meant before it ended. Thank you. Sorry, mate. That's what happens when you get back from work. I've got it now, right? Alright, have we got it? Now this will be practice though, so we need to go to quali, right? Start qualifying. There we go. Finally, they've added it in, and I forget that it's been added. Now then. Wait, why can I only spectate? We're going to have to sort this out here. Apologies everyone watching the stream. I've made a right hash of this. Oh. Hello, Soja. You can possibly join if you join us via our Discord. Hopefully the bot works. You won't be able to join tonight's race, but possibly for next week we can get you in. It doesn't look like the bot's working. There you go, you can check it out through the website. Yes, mate. I've just mucked up the lobby a bit because I forgot that they added the quali. So I've got to wait for everyone to ready up and enter. And then hit qualifying. I've probably done something else wrong now, but we're going to have to get cracking. I think everybody's in. We do have Season 5 on the way. This season finishes... Got a few more rounds to go. And then Season 5 will be on the way after Christmas. So we'd be very, very happy to have a new driver on the grid. And yeah, qualifying is back in the game, finally. I say back in the game. It's actually the first time it's in the game. Oh, how did I get the penalty then? That penalty line is brutal. Oh, that's a bit ugly. Don't expect anything from me, guys, here tonight. Very, very little practice on this course. And I've got my eyes on something else as well whilst we stream. Of course, I won't have my eyes on something else during commentary, though, for the Group 3 race. I can't wait to commentate again on these guys. We've been having so many great races this season. Oh, that's a bit iffy. We've had some moments from Hip here ahead of me. V2, of course. Just an absolute brilliant drive from him this season. He could wrap up some of the championships tonight. I'm not sure if he can get both. I will confirm that a little later for you guys. Right, here we go with the flying laps. We do have 12 on grid, meaning that points will be extended for tonight, which is good news for all. Last Ninja Cow in his orange and blue. Mégane looking pretty tasty. Ooh, that was a bit iffy. So not long on the quali due to some technical issues. Six minutes to go. It's going to be a couple of laps for each driver. Craig's hit the wall. I had to ease off the throttle a bit there though because of that. Was on the brakes a bit early for Craig's liking that. Oh, I like that it puts the times down below. That's cool. Did I see some 40s in there? Surely not. We go 6th. We have a Lance Fenton on our back, which I don't like, especially in quali, because I'm in his way and I don't like ruining people's laps. Not a hobby of mine that I enjoy. I don't know how legal how much of the curb you can take. It seems like you can take a fair whack of it. 4 seconds down on the leader. Which is Cornish at the moment, which is interesting. Has got a race win this season. I believe it was in the Group 3. I'm losing track a bit because we do so much racing here in Simcade. We do race Thursday nights on F122. Friday nights, as you are seeing right now, is Gran Turismo 7 time. 2 races, 2 different categories. And every other Sunday we do Assetto Corsa Competizione. So plenty of racing to be had. If you want to check it out, join us, make sure to subscribe. Get your notifications on. You'll see us all the time. All the time. That's a good lap, but it still only puts me 6th. I'm losing time somewhere. Down to 8th now. And probably the last lap here for us. Gone deep here. Yeah, that's poor. Lost me a bit of time there. 2.8 seconds down the lead. It's actually quite a competitive field tonight. Yeah, we're 4/10ths down. 3/10ths down on Ninja. No, we won't get another lap in. So off we go. Let's watch the cars come round to turn 1. Been knocked out at 9th now. Tom goes quicker than me. Could be out of the top 10 here if AJ gets his act together. We might be fighting over the final couple of points here, maybe, if we can put it together. Let's go see where it lands. Oh my god, my wheel's making such a look. Goodness me. Doesn't like it in the low gears, does it? 30 seconds to the race. Practicing his starts there. His Lance. Oh, I've got my traction control on. Interesting. I wonder why that's happened. And we're ready to race. Does it wait for everyone to do a lap? No, there we go. There we go. So we've got 12 laps here in the Méganes, and then we will shift over to our Group 3. Pardon me. Yeah, 12 on grid. Good grid size tonight. Really positive to see. Here we go. Got a good jump on Reg from the off. Moved up. We do get good starts on Gran Turismo. It's the rest of the race now where we've got to focus. Up behind Last Ninja Cow and Epic Toasty. Hip on my back though. Sounds weird that, doesn't it? Hip on my back. He's right with us. Now this could be interesting through the chicane. We all squeezed up there. So tonight we are racing in aid of Combat Stress, which you can donate to via our website. The website link is in the chat. We're also sponsored by Takona. You can get a discount with our code, which I will post later in the post-race. 15% off an order with Takona. Or some top-notch racing enthusiast merch designs. Ooh, I've got a bit out of control there on the back end, but Toasty doesn't look super comfortable here to me. I think he's another newbie to the track, much like myself. Toasty, a very quick driver in our league. So if we can stick with him, I'd be happy. I currently occupy the final points position, but Reg, the newcomer, is clinging to me. He's within that second marker. Oh, and I've slid round a bit there. Not great from me. Toasty using a lot of the runoff there. I did manage to gain some time there somehow. I wonder if Reg made a similar mistake to me. You see that Toasty and Ninja have managed to eke out in front of me. I feel like we did that pretty well actually there. So we will be doing Group 3 after this, and the drivers have tyre wear to contend with, plus a mandatory pit stop. The action gets very lively, and you'll be hearing me commentate the entirety of that. Bad entry there from me. Reg just closed that gap now. Seeing a bit of lobby issues again. Oof, that's a bit rough, Reg. Bit rough, mate. I did break a touch early myself, so we're out of the points now. Yeah, it looks like Reg is having issues. Maybe contributed to him being a little bit rough in his overtake there. It's smoothed down a bit now, though. I've got a bit wild there. You can see the drivers sliding around. Fenton leads the race, by the way. And we just can't get beyond TG now. Struggling. Very wide there. Looks like TG brakes up here, which you probably don't want to be doing. You can see we're gaining on him because of that. Got a bit of slipstream going on as well. This could make my chicane a bit interesting. Fastest Sector 1 from myself. I do say I'm the Sector 1 king on these racing games. Just not the king of anything else, unfortunately. Hence why I don't score many points. TG getting a bit loose there. It's in a 154 from Lance. That's crazy. He's absolutely flying, is Lance. Tell you what though, we are bunched up. We're not that far away. We're 10 seconds back. But down in 8th, that's not too bad really. Reg gets a penalty. That's going to allow me and Tom to really come at Reg here. Probably on the next lap. Haven't quite sussed out the final corner, have I? Losing a lot of time on it. Oh, I'm going to run wide. Yeah, Tom just has a dab on the brakes up this hill, I think, by the looks of it. Not sure why, unless I'm just being mistaken. And has Reg's penalty cleared? We have dropped further back. I feel like my wheel just moved off the desk. I don't think it's secure. No, it's not. Bit of a disaster. Wheel moving whilst you're racing. Lost another second now through that. TG with a penalty though, which means we close back up to him. Didn't brake at the right spot. Could we do it in 4th on the last corner, do you think? Yeah, I've started to drop back now as well. Overall. Right, we're on to TG. Reggie's got clear though. Don't want to go too wide into it yet. Ooh, Tom, where are you going there, mate? Got another penalty as Tom. He will not be happy about that. Bad few laps for Tom. Here we go then, we should pass him now. And Reg is 4 seconds up the road. He's powered on. He's the last points position on his debut. Will he get it? There is Epic Tosi just ahead of him as well. Tom's all over the back of me here. I don't have a good sector 3. I think you can do this in 4th. Tom is right there with me. Halfway through the race. TG with the big overspeed up the hill. Gonna get alongside me now. Going into the chicane. Please don't make the move. He has backed out. And I somehow survived that. I'm not entirely sure how that worked out for me there. .6 seconds to reg. TG is still with me. He's given me a good challenge today. It's been a long time since we properly raced for a long extended period on track together. Can't do this last corner though. I lose so much time in the last corner. Tom coming back at me once again. Gets wide. We're not catching reg, so no points tonight unless somebody has an off. Ooh, the United States just hit the bar. I believe it was Pulisic. Here comes Tom again. Ooh. So scary. Oh dear, that's not good. Slidey, I think I'm going to lose this position. Come on, let's do this last corner properly. Nope, that's not how to do it. Can't do it. Cannot do that last corner. TG will gain the place. Ooh, Tom's got loose. Did well to hold it though, did Tom there. Did very well. I'm up your inside, Tom. Oh, there's a wild hip appeared as well. Oh, I've gone a bit deep there. Tom's going to come back at me. Good racing this. Hips through now. Reg is 7 seconds clear. He's absolutely blitzed away from us. Was in this mix earlier. Great from me there. Right, how do you do this corner? I'd love to know. That seems better. Yes, much better. That was a poor corner from me. Just playing very defensive with Tom. Very defensive. Not that it matters, there's no points at stake for us here, but it's good fun racing. They've dropped back. It looks like Hip's got through on TG. See if we can do it good again. I hear banging upstairs. That either means England have scored or England have conceded. Or possibly neither. I hear a lot of banging. TG coming back now. Oh, V2's got the fastest lap, but Fenton leads the race, by the way, on the penultimate lap. It's going to be a big win for Fenton in the Mégane Cup. Yeah, TG right back with me. He's got a good pace against me here. I think he should get through. Oh, he's gone right into the back of me there. Managed to keep it on the track though. That's a bit deep. Need to brake a bit earlier. Better through there. I've learnt the final corner a bit better. TG's still with me though. He's absolutely all over me. Final lap of the race in the Mégane Cup. I may have messed up there. Oh, I took a lot of curb. And TG's through. He is through. Can we get back though? Can we get back to 7th? Doesn't matter, no points on offer. Oh, sorry TG, I'm off. Wasn't wise of me to do that really. Spotted a gap, went for it, but wasn't wise. Good job I just took myself off the track there, not anyone else. And AJ's down in 10th again. He's been saying he's finding it a struggle, GT7. And Fenton wins. Well done, Fenton. Wins the Mégane Cup race, round 7. V2 in 2nd, Cornish in 3rd. They're a usual top 3 at the moment for us. We'll have to wait to see the rest of the classification. Why is Hip slowing down? I don't understand why he did that. And that is your classification. Last Ninja Cow in his customary 4th position. He's done it again. Epic Toasty with a 5th. Reg on his debut picks up points. Well done, Reg. Good race from you, sir. He's quite a quick driver, it seems. TG had a good battle with me there, and Hip, for some reason, slowed down. I don't know why. Why did you do that, Hip? Why did you do that? And that is it for the Mégane Cup. We will be back after a recap on last week to race some more here on Watkins Glen. Here's last week's recap. We are at Laguna Seca tonight for round 6 of our Gran Turismo leagues, and this is a track that I think most of our drivers like. The drivers line up for the start. We have V2 leading to Fenton to Last Ninja Cow, and they're away for round 6. V2 got a bad start. Fenton is right on the inside, leading down to turn 1. A great start for Fenton. He practices his starts before the race begins. A bit of a punt from V2, but safe enough. And there's a car off its Last Ninja Cow in the background, spinning round in the gravel. Fenton leads the race. What a start. And V2's, oh, he's nearly off. So V2 is chasing. Not often we've said this. He's chasing Lance Fenton. Lance has just got to do his own race. Let's look at tyre strategies. Lance with a flying start on the alternate strategy of the medium compared to V2, who started on the softs. So these two running different strats. If Lance can just stay out ahead, he could be in a strong position here. V2 now side by side with Fenton, coming down to the final corner. Pushes round. Oh, and Lance has got wobbly. And that's going to result in him losing position. They're still side by side. Lance has somehow held on to P1 there. I don't know how he's managed that. He got really wobbly. These two are both clinging on for dear life at certain parts of the track. Now there are close packs further back, but I've got to stick with this. Fenton seemed to move over there. Has he just allowed V2 through? You can see now V2, he's got clear of Fenton and he's pushing on. A second ahead already. One lap on from that overtake. And that is the worry now for Fenton. Hip in 3rd. Ninja's managed to get back up to 5th, which is mighty impressive, considering he had a big off at the start of the race. He's done very well, and there's a spin further back. It's AJ Dude He's totally around, and he's in last place. Mikey promoted up to 9th. Epic Toasty, again, showed promising quality, but has dropped back. It may have been a better call for Fenton to try and frustrate V2, but then they would have probably allowed the rest of the pack to close up to them. I'm not sure, we'll have to see how this one shakes out. How are V2's softs? I do know that Fenton's tyre wear does seem to be slightly higher than the rest of the grid. You can actually see there that Last Ninja Cow is back in the mix here for the podium spot. So after that awful start for him, that's one heck of a recovery from Last Ninja Cow. In the Ford. Oh, and Cornish is off. Cornish is in the gravel, which promotes Hip back to 3rd. And Last Ninja Cow up into 4th. So there you go. I was saying mistakes likely here at Laguna. There we go. Up the inside. No. Hip manages to keep it. Oh, there we go. He's through. Hip tucks in into 4th position. He is a fast driver. TG has pit in for his medium tyres. Maybe his confidence has dropped here a little bit, and Hip is into the pits. He's decided those softs need to come off as well as Last Ninja Cow, so the pit stops are happening for the soft runners, and surely we will see him pit on for his mediums. Here he comes now into the pits. What is tyre degs like? As I said, Fenton does seem to have a higher deg in the Chevy than the rest of the grid. And he's pretty much maintained that there. AJ's into the pits, Fenton's into the pits. So Fenton will go on to the softs. Will V2 retake the lead of this Group 3 race? And he is back in P1. What's the gap going to be? Lance only just getting the tyres on, so this might be a bigger gap than I had anticipated. It's a long pit exit as well here at Laguna. Lance coming out now. This is actually going to be a significant gap with 7 laps to go. If he can put some good laps in, could he close on V2? But the time is coming down. 9.8 seconds, 9.7. Lance getting the use out of those soft tyres. Last Ninja Cow is in 3rd. He's being chased though by Hip and Cornish. Hip and Cornish very close once again after pit stops. Cornish on the faster tyre from V2, so he's 4/10 slower on that evidence. If Lance can just push into the 120s, as we stand, it wouldn't be enough. Into corkscrew. Oh, Hip's gone deep. Hip's gone real deep, and Cornish is through. And that's disappointing for Hip. Been running well here today. 4 laps to go, and there's still a 9-second gap between V2 and Fenton. The time is dropping every lap, but I don't think there's going to be enough laps to go. I think when Fenton let V2 through, well, I think he let him through. I think maybe he should have frustrated him more. This is actually quite a tough track to overtake on. But I think V2 did enough in his first stint on the soft tyres. 2 laps to go. So Cornish has cleared and got himself into a comfortable 3rd position. Hip is back to 4th, so I don't know what happened to Ninja. He's down to 5th. Good points for Hip here if he can keep this going. And I wonder if Lance might be thinking, maybe I should have started on the softs. And V2 is going to win once again in Simcade League. As I said earlier, the man is an absolute machine at the moment on the game. And he's going to take yet another race win. Maybe not as comfortable as we've seen in recent rounds, but still fairly comfortable with a 7.5 second lead in the end. Fenton went well today, promising for him. Cornish in the Supra, coming home in third and having a great season with us on Gran Turismo 7, keeping the points up. Here comes Hip in fourth, a good race for Hip. Last Ninja Cow, good recovery drive, and TG is going to round out the points for round 6. And that is all. So there you have it, guys. That was last week's race at Laguna Seca, and I've just realised that I need to edit the event again. We need to take the pit penalty off. I did say I would do it. And did I put the qualifying on 15 minutes? Did. Let's get everyone readied up. Before we hit quali. And I did get into the chat the Takona link there if you want to check them out. And as I said earlier, we are racing in aid of charity Combat Stress, which you can go and donate to via the link in chat if you feel so. And I think we've got everyone in. Yeah, that would be right. We are good to go for our Group 3 qualifying. Now what's happened here? I'm only on board. I have to wait for them to get out of the pit lane. Yes, there we go. So everyone's out to qualify. Keep an eye on Reg here. He went okay in the first race. More than okay, really. Got his debut points. Can he pick them up in the Group 3 as well? Now, I did say I was going to check the standings for you all. You can check out the standings by visiting our website, which again I will post in the chat. All the information on our league is available there. So the discount code is Simcade15 for 15% off at Takona, our sponsor for the season and hopefully beyond. I'm going to get some hot laps coming in now, I would have thought. So let's get our eyes on the drivers. V2 starts his flying lap, and he's been so consistent this season. And I did say I would check the standings, and I apologize for that. So the standings are here now. The points will be slightly altered today, but V2 has a 32 point lead on Lance, and I think can pretty much wrap this up here today. 3 races to go beyond this. Point shifting scaling will have an effect on how or what happens with that, but it looks unlikely that V2 is gonna lose out on this championship. He's been the main man all season long. And they've all gone out. They've gone out in a bit of a train, haven't they? We've got V2, Fenton and Cornish relatively close to each other. Remember, the guys have tyre wear to consider during the race and quali. And V2 goes in 0.6 quicker than Fenton. And V2 lifts off, lets Fenton go, so... Is he in tyre saving mode again? He did that last week and I thought he was struggling. And he explained in the post-race interviews that he was figuring out where he could lift and coast. Ninja down in 8th. I don't think he'll be too happy with that. We're on board with Lance. 143, the benchmark. It's a nice shot, that, isn't it? That is a beautiful shot. Well, Lance is 0.4 down. V2's miles down. Let's see with Cornish. You can see tyre wear. It's quite brutal here, it seems. 4 times tyre wear for the drivers. And Cornish is 0.4 up here, so he's on an improved run, but it won't actually do anything for him right now. Oh, he goes into the pits. Interesting. You were up, mate. Not enough. AJ in at 4th position. And yes, now with qualifying being in Gran Turismo, pitting in does not mess up the delta on the left. Fantastic. That is a big thing for me on commentary. AJ knocked out a 5th on an outlap here. We have more luck with the Group 3. It's looking like it at the moment. AJ setting off now on another fast lap. Off he goes in his red, white and black. .1 down. He's in 7th now. Last Ninja Cow moved up into 5th. Toasty up into 3rd. Cornish with work to do. Can Fenton get anywhere near V2? Now the drivers will need to remember to change their tyres ready for the race. They won't get the time that they used to get now with qualifying being fully integrated. And he's down by 2/10. The Ninja's in the pits. Toasty's using all of the width of the track there to his advantage. Now, Liar, you need to get out of the way, my friend. Oof, he's made that an issue for Toasty. That's not great. How's V2 doing? Is it going to be another walk in the park for him? Clonch goes 144, sets himself third. There's about 6 minutes to go, I think, and V2 is going quicker. Can he get into the 142s? If anyone can, this man can. Here he goes to the line. Boom. No. Yes, 142.9. Sorry, the delta confused me. He does get into the 42s. So Lance got Craig in his way. See the marbles on the track there. Don't think this is going to result in a good lap for Lance. Cornish on his way. He's 1.3 down on the lead, half a second down on Fenton. He's gained a tenth and a bit. Can he push that little bit extra? Ooh, he's maybe pushed too much because he's gone off track. Last Ninja Cow on an outlap. Everybody on an outlap. TG on a hot lap. Four minutes to go. I will try and get a warning in for the drivers. Here comes TG to the line. What is he looking at here? It needs to go better than a 49? No. He's done better than that. He was just slightly off his time. What about Hip? He's done fairly well in that Porsche this season. Had a couple of excellent races. A couple of good quali sessions as well. Not every week, but he does pop up every now and again. And it looks like it is going to be V2 locking out that front spot again. Hips half a second down. So over to Toasty. Got impeded a little bit earlier by Laya. How's he gone on this one? He goes quicker. He's in P4 as it stands. Just nipped ahead of Last Ninja Cow. Looks like the drivers are now entering their strategies for the race. What tyres will they start on? Always an interesting factor in these races. I'm not sure if Fenton's going to get much more time here. He might want to start on the softs, and hence why he's going around again. But he's not going faster. Toasty, he's still going. And he's up by 2/10. And he needs to be up by 2/10 to get up to 4th. This could be a good run if he gets it in time. That didn't sound great though. Yeah, he's 2.2. Needs 0.22. Needs to be 0.26, so he needs it all here in the final corner. Can he get up into 4th? It will be the last part of his quali. No, he lost out. Apparently the drivers can't put tyres on for the race. Interesting. Not sure why that is. Maybe they can do it now in the lobby. I would hope so. Ah, yes, they can now. V2 confirming. Good. Good stuff. So V2 in pole position, as we've seen for most of the season. Lance, a good 8/10 back. And it's looking like it could be V2 wrapping up the season here. We shall see, though. You never know. Things do happen. Things can change. Are they ready? Looks like the drivers are, so let's get going. Here we go then, V2 to lead the pack away. "15 laps of Watkins Glen." Here we go, we're off. And it's a good start for Lance once again, second week running, where he has had a good start, but he drops further back now. Last Ninja Cow had a good start as well. And suddenly, from having a good start, Lance drops back over a second on V2. And Ninja's got a second penalty. Cornish up into second. And it already looks like V2 is off and away. Can the drivers come back at him at all? Into the chicane. Rough entry for Lance. Somehow he manages to hold on to the car. Ninja's there with Cornish and Lance. But he's got this penalty to serve. He's playing his joker this week, is Last Ninja Cow, playing his wild card entry. The drivers must use the same car all season, but for one race they are allowed to play a joker and use a different car for that 1 week. And that's what Last Ninja Cow has decided to do. Hip has come up into 5th, going quite strong there. V2 has a 2.6 second lead already within lap 1. He got away so cleanly. Actually had a slowish start and the drivers seemed to come at him, but then all of a sudden he was away. Hip P3. Good movement from Hip. Told you we get moments from him. And the second lap begins. 4-second lead already for V2. The guy is an absolute machine on Gran Turismo. He's already a champion here in Simcade. He's picked up his game in F1 22 over the course of this season as well. But the guy is just a different breed on this one. Didn't win in the Mégane, but he is already 5 seconds ahead in the Group 3. Crazy stuff. Cornish up into second now. And V2 is on the softs. The other guys behind him all on the mediums down to Last Ninja Cow. So you can factor that into the time difference, but still over 5 seconds is a big gap. It will be interesting to see how far the tyres go tonight. Tyre wear on 4, but it seemed like the softs were going off very quick in qualifying. Hip coming back up into 3rd. He's having a good race here, is Hip. Last Ninja Cow back in the mix. So Lance, Hip and Ninja all in a good fight here. We'll go back to them as Cornish gets a little bit of free air. You can see a little train developing behind Hip. TG in the mix in 6th. Toasty in 7th. How is Craig doing? Craig's right with the guys as well. Hip getting a little bit of a gap now, and you can see the train of cars. TG and Lance come together. Bit of a dive there, and yeah, Lance has gone down all the way to 7th through no fault of his own, certainly in that part of the track. But he won't be happy. The hazards are on. He's let AJ through. Desync, desync, desync for Lance. Oh, disaster. Big disaster. That's almost certainly the championship over with. This man here, 7.5 seconds in front, looks to be taking the championship in round 7. I don't have that confirmed, but I think that is the case. So we'll go back to the train of cars. Last Ninja Cow heading that up now. Hip has got a little bit of room in 3rd. Could it be another podium for Hip? I think he's had 1 this season. Could even possibly be 2. I'm pretty certain it's just the 1. Ninja on a personal best. Seeing the green lighting up the timing screens. He's on the mediums. chasing down Hip. And Ninja finished 4th in the Mégane Cup earlier tonight here at Watkins Glen. He won't want to finish 4th again. TG getting a bit loose there. Did he come off the curb into Toasty? It certainly seemed like he did. He gets a 0.5 second penalty. I'm not sure if that's for hitting another car or going off track slightly. I think it would be for going off track. Already done 4 laps here. So V2, let's look at his tyre wear. Looks okay. Certainly get at least 2 more laps out of them, I would imagine, as he heads on to lap 5. And he sets a fastest lap, 42.8, faster than he went in qualifying. So here's where the action is for 3rd. Hip leads Last Ninja Cow and Epic Toasty. There's a ways to go yet. And P3 is up for grabs. Last Ninja Cow absolutely eating time away. Oh, and he gets really loose into the chicane. Nearly goes into Epic Toasty, who manages to avoid Last Ninja Cow. And Last Ninja Cow, he just seemed to get unsettled in the car. Did really well not to have a collision there. Good driving from the both of them. And that allows Hip just that little bit of room to get away and breathe. And Lance has left the room. That is heartbreak in this race for Mr. Fenton. Looking to keep the championship alive. Had it taken away from himself. Hip's gone off. Hip's hit the wall. Seemed like a really unnatural error from Hip there, and that's allowed Toasty within the 1 second window. Lapse in concentration. Possibly. Something went amiss. And Toasty is right on him. 0.5 of a second. Gonna be defending quite a lot, I think. Because Toasty is a quick driver. Hip down to 4th. Toasty gets the move done. Pretty straightforward. Toasty is on the softs though, meaning if Hip can stay with him, there's a chance when the pit stops arrive. Let's see how V2's wear is going. I said another 2 laps. It looks like they're comfortably going to get quite a few more. It would have been beneficial to up the tyre wear here. I noticed that there was some lobby issues during the Méganes myself, Lance. Maybe the problems are back with the update. Reg was doing that weird thing where it sounds like the brakes were constantly on. Unfortunately, that almost confirms, or all but confirms, the championship to V2. Having said that, he is a worthy winner. We're on board with Hip as he loses out third place and tries to get back at Epic Toasty. See how Reggie's going on in this one. Seems okay. TG is in the final spots point. The final points spot when I can speak. Tripping over my words tonight. 2.3 seconds behind Ninja. He's right there, like, with this little pack of cars fighting for third. They are starting to just spread out at half distance. And how are those softs doing? I think they're going to be next lap. Quite possibly. That's frustrating for you tonight, that, Lance. Good win though in the Méganes. Just submit, make sure to submit anything, Lance, if you have recorded your footage. Now Hip is 2 seconds down. I fear he's dropping back here. Still in a good position, but that podium was on for him until he made that unforced error into the wall. Now is V2 going to come into the pits? I feel like he's going to have to here. Pit entry. Should be coming up. Yes, and in he comes. So lap 8 for the softs. Looks like will Toasty do the same? Cornish should take the lead here momentarily. And just keeping one eye on the England football game. They don't seem to be playing very well tonight. Yes, so Toasty comes in as well, which releases the medium runners ahead for now. Those mediums look like they ain't gonna last too much longer either. So V2 out onto the mediums. And he's already closing on Cornish. Took half a second off him just there. Cornish maybe starting to feel it on those tyres going off. Further down, TG is up into 4th. AJ Dude a ways back on him. Last Ninja Cow enters the pits on lap 9 for his softs. Cornish as well, TG as well, so V2 is released back into the lead of the race. Cornish on the softs loses out 20 seconds through the pit stops, and the lead certainly wasn't that big before. That is a big advantage in the pits there for V2. Not sure how that's happened, but he's comfortably in this lead. Epic Toasty 4 seconds back from Cornish. And last Ninja Cow. Hip has a penalty and that's going to drop him down. Liar Crier in 6th, now on Hip. That's disappointing. Things have just spread out a bit. Now let's go to the back. Craig and Reg having a bit of a scrap. Ooh, getting very, very loose there is Craig. Oh, and they make contact, Craig and Reg. And you can see Reg is having those lobby issues again. I think he might be our culprit tonight. That's what I noticed he was doing during the Meganes as well. I'll have to investigate that post-race. AJ Dude down in 10th. He looked good for a time, AJ, but just really struggling with this game, I think. No Mikey tonight, unfortunately. Guys, if you would be so kind to drop a like on the stream or the VOD if you're watching this back, greatly helps our reach on the YouTube algorithm, finding new racers and racing enthusiasts. So it looks like the race now is for the last points position. TG on a personal best run, and Liar Cry behind him did get a penalty, allowing a little bit of breathing space. TG hits the wall though. Liar Cry gets really loose behind him. So Hip 1.5 seconds down on Ninja. Looking to get back up into 4th if he can. But Ninja keeping things steady. through the chicane. Yeah, hip just dropping back now. Really weird, Lance. Not sure what's happened there tonight, mate. Sorry about that. And sorry about messing up the lobby earlier. I forgot about qualifying. Two-second lead now for Last Ninja Cow. Seemed to get a bit deep there, though. He is on a PB run. Hip coming back at him a bit, though. Let's look forward. And it just does look like this guy is just going to cruise to victory again. Ninja putting in PBs. Be pleased with that. Those little gains, isn't it? When you're not battling for a win. I feel like I had the pace too. Yeah, it's annoying. There's a big gap from the points positions down. Oh, now Hip's got another penalty, and he's got a 5-second buffer to TG, but keep getting penalties, and that's going to disappear rather quickly. "32 seconds, the gap from the lead to the last points position. 37 seconds, I should say. On the penultimate lap now. Yeah, it's interesting that the wear seems to differ between practice and race day. Are you practicing at the same time of day and things like that? Like, what difference are we seeing there? Even in qualifying, the wear seemed higher than it has been in the race, in my opinion. Well, there's not really much action on track now. Everybody has moved into their own little space. Liar Cry's dropped all the way back to 9th. He was running or looking at some points earlier in the race, but he's picked up a 0.5. And Craig could get himself off of last place here. You can see the gap, by the way, on the track map. You probably can't see it right now. But V2 is on turn 2 already. Cornish wasn't even on the last turn of the track. Absolutely incredible from this man on the final lap now. And we'll stay on board with what is, I believe, going to be the championship winning lap in the Group 3. So into the final sector comes V2. The Portuguese driver has been an absolute menace this season. Hardly put a foot wrong. Not had really any issues. And he's coming up to the final corner here at Watkins Glen. And he powers round to take another victory in the Group 3 series. Lights are flashing. I believe that's the championship wrapped up for V2. Cornish in second, has raced one race less, and will most likely, I believe, I'll have to check this, but might overtake Lance in the standings with this result. Lance's unfortunate technical issues. Toasty in third, onto the podium. Means I get to talk to Toasty, and that's never a bad thing. Last Ninja Cow finishes fourth yet again. Mr. Fourth place. Hip with a fifth. Disappointing, I think, for Hip. He had an eye on third place for a while there. TG taking the final points. He's quietly been going well this season as TG, I think. And that is round 7 complete. We will hop on to chat to the top 3 drivers. We'll see if the drivers are anywhere near. Let's go to post-race just chatting as I wait for them to join. And P2 Cornish can't do an interview. He's not available. So we'll wait to see if the P1 and P3. We do have P1, which is Mr. V2.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine.
I believe you've just won the Group 3, mate.
I did?
I'm not... I can't confirm without totting up the points, but with Lance not finishing, although Cornish did get second and he's 2 points behind Lance, the points will be scaled because we had more than 10 drivers on grid. So, tentatively, you are the champion. You've got one hand on it at least anyway.
Yeah. We don't know if the next races will be, scaled as well. So
that's true.
Maybe with the scaling, I might not mathematically still be champion.
That is true.
No.
But
yeah,
straightforward there, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it was a shame what happened to Lance.
Yeah.
But I had a good qualifying. I was feeling good about the car, and this track, although it's a bit scary because of the bus stop chicane, but I was scared of my wheel turning off because it did during the Group 4.
Oh no!
But I'm glad that didn't happen. So.
What happened with that in regards, like, it just shut down?
I guess it's because I changed the outlet it was connected to, and since it's the boost kit, maybe it gets some type of power surge, and when it hits some spikes of force feedback, it stops giving feedback. So when I'm turning, my wheel suddenly goes very light, and I just overshoot the corner. That's what happened.
Right,
so
okay.
I don't know, but I switched the outlet to the Group 3 race, and it was okay.
Yeah, you got such a big lead through the pit stops, and I wasn't entirely sure how that happened.
I think it was because Cornish had his tire wear very low, and I was actually gaining on him after my pit stop.
Okay.
So the gap was like
You were, yes.
15 or 16 seconds before I came in. Then when I came out, I was 4 seconds from him, and when he went in, I was
2,
like
wasn't it?
half a second.
Oh, was it even
was
lower
right
than
there.
that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why the 20 seconds when I left the pit.
Mm. Well, congratulations, V2.
Thank you.
And we'll move on to Toasty. I get to
Hello.
talk to Toasty. I'm happy about this. P3,
Hello.
mate. Well done.
Yeah, man. I'm
Happy.
ecstatic.
I was going to say, happy with that.
Yeah, because it's like the first good thing I've done in the Gran Turismo League, and also I'm like just my second week into being on the wheel.
The new wheel, yeah. How are you
So,
finding that?
Yeah, it was really hard at the start to change over from controller to the wheel because I knew I was fast on the controller, but now I'm finding my pace a little bit. I think I'm back onto my controller pace.
Yeah,
Maybe I can get a little bit faster on the wheel.
I figured that you had made that step up in some of the recent races that I've seen you in, so that's good to see.
That is indeed.
Now, I want to keep it brief because I want to go and watch the last 5 minutes of what has to be considered a quite boring England match, but you never know. But
That's
at least we're there, though, Toasty. At least we're there.
Oh, yes.
Congratulations, mate. Well done. And well done to
Thanks very much.
Cornish as well, who couldn't join us. And I'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
See you guys.
Bye, guys. So there you have it, guys. That is round 7 complete of our Gran Turismo series. I hope you have enjoyed today's stream. If you have, do consider subscribing to the channel. Leave us a like. Helps with the algorithm. You could visit our website to check out all of the information on the league, which is in the chat right now and the description. Why not subscribe to Takona, our league sponsor? You can get 15% off your order as well with Simcade 15 in the discount code on the website. Go get yourself some nice merch, some nice designs. And of course, we are racing in aid of our chosen charity, Combat Stress. So why not go and donate to the charity? Good cause indeed. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will catch you again soon here on Simcade League.